Hello everybody and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today I will be taking you through the creative process around how I come up with the ideas to make our soap. The soap that we are specifically going to be talking about today is our Blue Moon soap, which is part of our March Lucky Charms collection. So I'll just take you through the steps, and then you'll have to stay tuned on Thursday for the full soap making video. So for this video, we'll just be talking about how I design the soap, pick the fragrances, those sorts of things. And then afterwards on Thursday, you'll be able to see how the plan turns into reality. On my computer in front of me here, I have a screen recording that I will be having up on the screen, I think on this side, but maybe on this side, depending on how crafty I can get with iMovie. So for soap planning, I use Procreate on my iPad, and I have a template that I made, pretty simple. It goes over the soap name, the soap scents, the collection or month that it's going to be in, colors, any additives that we may be doing, and then also notes. So for this one, the soap name is Blue Moon, and the fragrance that we chose was Dad Bod, and I specifically picked that fragrance from Nature's Garden because Blue Moon is also a beer, and I feel like beer and dads go together. That really was it. It also is a really good fragrance, and we have done that in the past, and I'll put a clip or a link up in the corner that you can check out. For the month, this one, like I mentioned, is part of our Lucky Charms collection, which is coming out in just a couple weeks in March. And then for colors, I was wanting an in the pot swirl, and I was wanting space blue colors. So I kind of settled on, in my mind at least, 3 different blue colors, a kind of more like traditional primary color blue, a dark blue, and then I didn't write it down here, but also a really deep kind of like navy blue. And then I did want a little bit of white in there as well to kind of mix things up a little bit. This soap didn't have any additives, but this is where we would put like coffee grounds or walnut shells or something like that. And then kind of the note for myself or for Zach is that I wanted a star stamp in the upper corner, dipped in silver mica. We didn't use silver. I actually used a blue Enigma mica, which I'll show you here in a minute. And then my Procreate skills are not very good, but this is like the easiest way that I can think of to kind of draw things out without printing out tons of paper. This is all virtual, so I can send it in a text or save it to our Google Drive or what have you. For the base of our soap, I was wanting, like I said, a dark blue, and then I am doing an in the pot swirl with 2 other shades of blue. So like navy-ish, really deep dark blue, and then an additional kind of like grayish blue as well. So that is what I'm going to have up on the screen here. I don't really know how to represent in the pot swirls or even drop swirls for that matter super good in Procreate. Like I said, my skill level is pretty like bottom rudimentary level. I can do some things and that's about it, but this kind of gets the point across. And then this is just a plan, so things obviously can change. Sometimes you'll be making soap and the fragrances don't behave how you think they should, and so your plan has to go out the window and you have to figure something else out. Thankfully, in this instance, everything worked out well and I didn't have to worry about kind of scrambling. The final design here for this soap is just a little star stamp in the upper corner in some mica. We had a little 3-star stamp from the past that we've used, and so that is where I'm getting this little 3-star cluster to kind of give you like a vague idea. But that is it. That is my main soap design, really. but I did want to pull up on the Nature Garden website the Dad Bod fragrance to show you. Sometimes I like to take inspiration from the pictures. If we're doing like a fragrance oil, they usually have some sort of like picture, pardon me, to go along with it. And so I'll pull colors from that or designs or things like that. In this instance, we didn't do that because I already kind of had a plan in mind. But also these websites are very useful because if it's a reputable supplier, they're going to show you what the fragrance is discolored to, which is nice in the planning. And then after I drop everything, I look at the micas that we have to see if I have anything that fits. I pulled out all of the blue mica and colorant. Indigo is a natural colorant that we had, and I kind of am going through and making a pile on the right of things I really like, and then a pile on the left of things that don't necessarily fit the vibe I'm going for. Full disclosure, I did film this after I made the soap, and so the third blue that I used, we ran out of, and that is just blue mica from Brambleberry. Making Waves looks kind of familiar to that, and I'll put a picture up somewhere on the screen here of the actual blue mica from Brambleberry so you can see that. But we are using Spacewalk. This should say blue mica from Brambleberry. Stormy Blue, which is a nice kind of like grayish blue color. And then for this stamp, I ended up using Blue Enigma mica, which is a really cool white looking mica that shifts to blue. And that is the micas that we used. So that really is the process that I use to plan our soaps. We do kind of have a theme for the months that we are going through, and that kind of helps narrow down the decision making at least. So for March, like I said, we did Lucky Charms, and so we picked 6 charms because we have 6 soaps every month that rotate, and then we just design each soap accordingly. For certain other months, we have soaps we always make. So like for June and for Pride Month, we have soaps that we've made in the past that will probably carry over for this June as well. And then other ones, totally new. So we kind of just work them out the month before or a couple months before to see what makes sense. The design process, like I said, it's just a plan. So you need to be able to flip and actually kind of figure everything out as it goes along. And that's kind of the key thing when you're making soap, is that sometimes things just don't work out and you need to be prepared for that. In this instance, and in most of the instances for the month of March, everything worked out well. So if you do have any questions about our soap making process or how we get inspiration, what we do, please put your questions or comments down in the comment section below, because we do love to hear that. I hope this was interesting and useful to you. Thanks for watching. Bye. If you do want to support the channel in other ways, we do have a subscription service where you can get soaps of the month or candles of the month, surprises just from us directly to you. And we want to give a big shout out to our newest subscribers, Natasha E., Felicia G, and also Lisa S. Thank you so much for joining our subscribers and getting those soaps of the month and candles of the month from us. We really, really appreciate it. Another way to support the channel is to subscribe, comment, like this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.